Yeah, and we're now live. Hurrah! Good morning. Good job. We did that then, and not the conversation we were having previously.
Yeah.
Could have caused all manner of trouble. But good morning, everyone. Lovely to see you all here, and I'd love to greatly excited to welcome back my lovely friend Tina. Yay! Morning, Tina.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm just going to do my magic on the old. Just check that I am actually live on my book. I haven't got a book yet. That's on my list of things to do. Have you written any books, Tina?
I'm in the middle of writing one. Yeah.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Where
always
everyone's
good to
got a book
know.
inside them.
That's what they say, don't they? Everyone has a book inside them. Right. We're just whiffle waffling, and where is? Let me see. It's only 11.
Actually, I just found a good publisher, so we're going to work in future.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. She's actually writes, but her mission is to write books for people on their spiritual journey. So
okay.
Yeah. Butterfly Publishing. Am I allowed to advertise her? Should be
Of
very
course you
good
are.
with me.
Of course you are. Why not? Now, I don't know what's going on here, but I can't see us live.
Okay.
Which is a bit. Oh, there we are. We are there. That's all right. We are there. We're definitely there. So, but it's not shown on my phone, which is a bit confusing because I need it on my phone to be able to see what we're doing. Because if people are talking to us, it's quite handy to be able to know what they're saying, isn't it?
It is.
Really and truly. Anyway, for those of you who are going, what on earth are you biffing on about now, woman? This is my lovely friend Tina. I've known Tina we worked together about 7 years now, isn't it? I think we worked out. Yes. Oh, yes,
you're right.
My friend Emperor Julian is watching. No, King Julian. This is a long story, but King Julian. I met Julian and there were two Julians. So he became, and we said, because I didn't know how to pronounce his name. And he said, because it's like Julian, but there's an I, because he's Romanian. And he said, it's Julian, like King. I like to move it. So, he became known as King Julian. So good morning, King Julian. And okay, KJ, the only one. And good morning, Emma, as well. Good morning. So for that, you've not met Tina before. This is my lovely friend Tina, and I met Tina, I think it was about 7 years ago, when we were lurking in Glastonbury, weren't we? We were on a course to discover more about the goddess, and we discovered lots about the goddess, but we also made a firm friendship. Yeah. And Tina lives in the West Country, and I live in the Southeast, but that hasn't stopped us from chatting a load of rhubarb over the years, has it?
Intellectual conversation.
Yeah, intelligent conversation. That's absolutely it. So Tina's been on before talking about various things. Julian says, nice to meet you. You've met the king. So Tina's talking today to us about dreams. So if you've had any weird and wonderful dreams, feel free to pop them in the comments. But Tina's going to explain how she came to be talking about dreams, or how you came to be working with dreams. Can you, for those of you, I know some of my friends have met you before, but for those that have not met you, can you just explain a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you came to be here today talking about dreams?
I will. So my dream journey started about 15, 16 years ago. When I started, completely, I always had dreams. Obviously, we all have had dreams. That's a number one question that everyone asks. But we all dream, apart from very brain, someone who's had a accident or an operation on their frontal lobe, and has, almost a vegetable state. They are the only people that can't dream. But everyone else dreams. Then it's about remembering. But anyway, so I've always dreamt, used to have dreams of being chased by witches. Now I know they were goddesses. So, but anyway.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I've had similar dreams to that.
Yeah, so it's your goddess is trying to work with you. But anyway, so I kind of ignored them, never really, was frightened by some of them, but just never wrote anything down, never did anything about them. And then I started a creative writing course at the Open University about, 15 years ago. And they said part of the exercise was to write down your dreams. And I started doing it because there are so many creative ideas that come out of dreams, just stories, one-liners, everything. And if you think of so many famous authors write their stories from dreams, Stephen King being one of the most prolific.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's one, but all the
I wouldn't want to
poets.
be in Stephen King's head, I have to say, let alone if they're his dreams.
Yeah, I know, but it's a kind. Well, okay, so Stephen King, Twilight, Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights. Oh God, there's so
Frankenstein
many.
was a dream, wasn't it?
Frankenstein.
Mary
all
Shelley,
the
yeah, she's one of my, yeah.
Okay, and all the poets, you know, they used to take opium, so they would dream, so they would have their poetry.
We're not
come
recommending that today, are we?
No, no. Okay, so you know there are thousands of authors, but also the sewing machine was invented by a dream, and because he was seeing like things going through. It's a long story.
Really?
Yeah, and
Wow.
oh, there's so much. Jack Nicklaus used to play golf in a certain way. Then he had a dream of holding his club in a different way. The golfer for all
Yeah.
young people, and then he changed his golf stance and club, whatever, and he then became successful. So there's just millions of stories about how you can gain moving forward from your dreams, okay, from all sorts of creative ways, and that's why they encouraged it on the course.
Okay.
And so I started, and that's just one of the reasons why you should dream, okay, if you're a creative person. Yeah, anyway, that's a long whole subject by itself, as you can tell. So I have to say this now, if you're an artist, you're trying to, you know, picture colors or come up with the way to do a painting or something, just set that intention when you go to bed and it will come out in your dream and it gives you the answer.
Okay. So, good morning, Angie. Sorry.
So you can, and that's another point, you can, one of the most practical things to do is incubate. They call it incubate your dreams. Come up with a decision that you need, or you know, the answer to something. Set the intention before you go to bed. Take a glass of water, drink half of it when you go to bed. You will wake up needing a wee. You will probably wake up from a dream. Drink the other half, because that will hold the memory of the dream, and then journal, and then start writing it down. Because as you probably all experienced, when you dream, you kind of go, oh God, that was so big and vivid, and then almost immediately it's gone.
Yeah.
And people
why is that? Do you know?
Yes. So basically, I truly believe that it's your higher self or your spirit guides telling you the answer, whatever you want to believe it is. I know it's my spirit guides, but some people will call it your inner guidance system if you're not spiritual or whatever it is. It's there, and your inner self, it's your subconscious, if you're going scientifically, knows the answers. Because as we all know, the conscious is about like 10% of our brain. The subconscious
like
is
an
90.
iceberg, isn't it?
Yeah. So when your body, your physical self is resting, your subconscious is going, woohoo, time to party. And I can, you know, and then we're working on everything else. And so if you're not writing your dreams down, you're not paying attention to 90% of the answers. Okay,
No,
so writing your dreams down is kind of singly the most important thing you can do, because you remember them, and even if you don't analyze them that night, you have acknowledged your subconscious, or whatever my spirit guides call them, and I have then gone, I'm listening to you. It's like a friend. Your higher self, your conscious, your spirit guides are going, I'm talking to Tina, and are you listening? And I'm going, yes, I'm listening, because I'm writing it down. And then they go, okay, I'll tell you some more. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you had someone going, Tina or Claire,
If someone was calling me Tina, I'd be worried. If I had dreams about, I'm Tina.
I'm gonna tell you stuff how you can work further on this issue you got going, and also I'm going to tell you stuff about issues that are coming up in the future. I'm going to maybe tell you stuff that you really need to avoid the traffic accident down the road tomorrow. I'm going to tell you how to write your next bestseller. I'm going to tell you everything. Oh, you're struggling with that decision on whether I should go on holiday or not, or whatever, or COVID jabs or whatever. I'll tell you that, and then you go, nah, I can't be bothered, I'm going back to sleep. I'm not going to write that down, I'm going to listen. And that friend is going to bugger off. And they won't. Okay,
Gillian's just said, can fear or excitement induce you to the state of dreaming? What do you think? Is that, Julian, do you mean, can that affect what you're dreaming about? Because I would automatically say yes, of course, personally, but is that what you mean, induce you to? I think that is. No, Julian, that's what he means.
Because
dreams,
dreams are all about emotion, because it's our brain, it's our subconscious, and it's all about emotion. So when you're anxious or fearful in life, your dream world will be reacting to that and be trying to guide you, trying to help you. It's all good. Even the really scary dreams, and actually the very, very scary dreams are the ones that are trying to really, really wake you up.
Cool. That's because they do represent. Oh, Julian, basically saying, sorry about my English. Julian, your English is way better than my Romanian. I think the only things I know in Romanian are swear words that you taught me. Because if you have a dream that is scary, or a common dream is that a common dream is that I haven't got any trousers on.
Okay.
And that I believe that's a fear about embarrassment or being shown up, or so mine is quite often when I'm doing something new, that I dream about being sort of naked, and part of me in this dream is like, and do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to stroll down the street in just my bra. Why not? The other part of me is like, but that to me, quite often, I know it's about fear of being publicly humiliated or something being found out. And that often happens when I'm doing something new. So I'm guessing that's the good old imposter syndrome coming out and going, what do you mean you want to do this? You can't do that. You're doing something new. And it's when I'm perhaps going somewhere, perhaps I'm meeting, as obviously with my celebrancy work, it's perhaps when I'm meeting a new family or with a different firm, and it's like, what if I'm crap? And I'm like, well, I'm no crapper than I'm going to have been before when it's been successful, kind of thing. But obviously, and I have dreamt about doing a funeral and I hadn't got any clothes.
It's about exposing yourself, isn't it? Literally,
being laid bare,
and being laid bare. That's exactly it. And like you just said, sometimes in dreams you're feeling like, I'm naked and I don't care, I'm walking strutting, and that's when you're kind of, I'm in a really good place because I can walk around naked and don't care what people think of me. So that's when you're in a good place. And then sometimes when you dream naked and you're kind of, oh shit, what do they think of me? Sorry about my language. That's mild, I know.
What are you apologising for that for? Between friends.
Then you're kind of saying, your dream is telling you, look, you're worried about this, so what are you worried about? And that's kind of the dream. When, if it's a kind of, I'm walking around naked, woohoo, then well done, you're doing really well in life, but if you are at the same another time saying, oh God, what are they thinking of me? Then it's time to work on those issues, but so you're almost saying, like, you got to that's a kind of way of reoccurring common dream, isn't it?
Well, talking of that, Angie's saying, I constantly dream that I need to have a wee, but I can't find a loo with a door that closes. Now I constantly dream that I can't get into the toilet, and I'm like, there's a space this big for me to get. I can't get in there, and I'm busting for a wee. But then I wake up and I need a wee, so it's my body's way of going, you need a wee. You can't wee now. You can't wee now. So that's Angie's is that she can't find a loo with a door that closes. Do you wake up and need a wee after that, Ange? And Emma's saying, I remember dreams for years, not all of them, but some have really stuck with me. Yes. What do you think this would be? And she's also saying, Angie, she has that dream a lot.
So let's
Emma
go
does,
with the
Emma does too.
one at a time. So with
Yeah.
the first one, toilets. So if you think this is my classic feminist joke, really, where is the only place that no, why do I can't remember my joke. Okay, so the only place where's the only place that women can sit down and have some peace? In the toilet. Okay,
Yeah.
because
Unless you've got small children.
yeah, especially. So
Or cats.
I do public speaking. Yeah, I was going to say I do public speaking. Needing a wee is the most common dream for women with young children. So
Okay.
because
I don't think Angie's children are young. No, they're not young.
okay, well it is with having or having children in general, because when you lock yourself in the toilet, no one can get you, and you are having time for yourself and private time. So when you dream this dream, especially about not being able to lock the door, you can't get, everyone's trying to come in and invade your space.
Oh, Angie's son's 15.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
still,
so he's young. Yeah, I thought he was older than that, Angie, but yeah.
yeah. And you could have that dream when you're older, if you've got a whole group of family or friends that are kind of, oh, Tina, can you do this? Can you do that? You know, so actually I have that dream less, hardly ever now, but I used to always have it when I had the children at home. So it's about that you're not finding time for yourself. And she needs to find time for herself. And because what we do when we have children, we put ourselves at the bottom of the pile. So that dream will be really guiding you to lock away everyone else and spend some time by herself, just for herself. Yeah, maybe go and get some healing done or treatment, just something for herself.
Angie, how do you feel? Does that resonate with you? Obviously, having a teenager, and you know, is difficult. Emma's saying mine is that the toilet is dirty or broken, and it's definitely my bladder trying to wake me up. That's what I would say. Mine is predominantly. And Julian's now saying, what's your opinion of having the same dream over the years? I mean, exactly the same dream, exactly the same details of the dream. Had in my childhood, I've been having the same dream for like 4 or 5 times. And so we'll come to the recurring dream in a minute, because I've got a question about that. And Angie's saying, yeah, I do feel like that lately. So time for yourself, Angie. And maybe you need a wee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Dirty toilets. So that person is
That's
feeling
Emma.
like the private space is kind of sullied. So anything to, and also needs, so anything to do with poo in general, poo and wee and blood and sick in a dream are about things coming out of you, aren't they? So it's about excrete and get rid of. So I think it's a combination, that one, of needing private time, but finding that even that is being invaded, and she needs to clean herself out and sort her system out. She really needs help, that person. That's added awful. That would be the one that really needs some time.
I think that's the toilet's dirty or broken rather than her.
Oh, okay. So she can't even, it's like the door being, you know, she can't even get that.
She can't go. I mean, she wakes up and needs a wee.
Yeah.
So that's like me, I think, with the body saying you need a wee, but you've got to wake up out of this kind of, because how deep a state is dream state?
Oh, yes. So we have 4 stages of dreams, sleep pattern, 4 to 5. The first one is when you're like kind of twitching like that. And you can easily be woken. It lasts about a few minutes. Then the second one is when you start going into mumbling and snoring, and this is my terminology for it. They call it stage 2, but and that's where it's still hard to wake you up, and you're still not in REM. And then you go into deep sleep, where I think it's theta or whatever. I have written it down, but I haven't got it with me. So that's the time when you're really, really, really hard to wake up. You know, only you probably have to pour water over that person to wake them up. And then after that, you go into REM sleep. And then this pattern seems to go, that whole pattern lasts 90 minutes, and it goes through the night. about 4 or 5 times, depending on how long you sleep. So when you're in REM sleep, that pattern of stage 3 and 4, not the first but the 3 and 4, just go through that night. And it's when you're in the last part, you start your dreaming. I will kind of, that's the scientist's point of view. And then however, if you're very spiritually connected, like I am, I do it for a living now, not just dream work, but all my healing. Then I go to sleep very quickly. I get into REM almost immediately. So within an hour, I'm deep dreaming. So I know what the scientists are saying, but actually my dreams come an hour after I've gone to sleep. So I'm much more connected. This is anyway. But when you're in REM sleep, I've lost my train of thought. Don't worry.
Have I frozen?
Oh yeah, you have as well.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you just looking beautifully in stature.
Grumpy. I'm looking beautifully grumpy. What's happened here? But you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes. So going back to REM, the more you sleep throughout the night, the longer the REM goes on for, so you get more dreams. So that's why the dreams that you wake up to are so much more vivid than maybe the ones that you woke up to in the middle of the night. Children need much more time for sleep, because in the REM state you grow as well, so that's why they need more sleep. And older people, particularly in the 70s and 80s, dream much less. They have much less REM sleep.
Oh, well, I don't know what's happened here, but I've only got you on the screen now.
Okay.
It won't start my video. I've had problems with this, but you can still hear me.
Yes, and you're now frozen by a plant, so that's fine.
That's okay. That's fine. That is yeah. Your internet connection is poor. Maybe I've had problems with my camera. Morning, Katie. Anyway, let me just check my internet access. How annoying is this? No, it's connected. It's anyway. As long as you can hear me, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How frustrating is that? Because that's why I was looking at it. I was looking confused because it said my camera was off, and I thought, no, I can still see me and Tina. What's going on? But it's just you, Tina. So there you go. But never mind. You can still hear me. So, okay. So Katie, Angie's saying she has big sleep problems. And mine aren't actually just locking the doors. Mainly there, but the loo is also dirty, or I can't find a loo as well. So that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Can't find private time.
Yeah, that's what that is. So recurring dreams.
Yeah.
Now I've had this a lot, and it sounds like Julian has as well. Where's Julian's one? 4 or 5 times so far in 30 years. Just curious, has this got any meaning? Now, it probably has. Let's listen to what Tina's got to say on that. Then I'll tell you about. Morning, Peter. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm just a disembodied voice, my friend Peter. Tell us what they mean, and then I'll tell you my recurring dream, and you can make of that what you will.
Okay. So recurring dreams are ones that they've so the first time you have it, they're telling you the issue, and then you carry on repeating the same issue throughout your life, and so the dream is constantly trying to tell you to sort this issue out. A classic example of this is I was doing because I do public speaking on it, so I was doing a talk at a WI, and this lady said, oh, I keep dreaming that a German is chasing me. So I said, right, okay, so this is going into analyzation, so it's quite good because it's really the important part of dream work. So you go, okay, what does Germany or German mean to you? And she went, well, my ex-husband was German. And I said, okay, so let's pitch that. Okay, so when you have a character in your dream, they're normally part of you, but sometimes they are other people, the response to other people. So say in this case, it was her ex-husband, and she was living with them when she had this dream. And so I said, chasing, so that's one of the common dreams. Being chased by somebody means you're not confronting them. So you're not turning around and confronting the issue. You're being chased by it. So whenever you have a dream that you're being chased by something or someone, look at what's chasing you. Now, if it is something like a character that you recognize, and you recognize what they're you know, you can sum up. So if it was Margaret Thatcher, for me it's about control, say ruling and control. So if I was being chased by Margaret Thatcher, I'd be going like, I'm confronting control and you know, ruling in my own life, that sort of idea. So this German was her ex-husband, so she wasn't confronting her ex-husband, so she wasn't talking to him, communicating with him about what she wanted to say. And so the reoccurring dream stopped as soon as she got divorced. So this is, you know, the classic thing. She wasn't communicating with him, the dream stopped as soon as that situation ended.
Okay, that's
interesting. So that's what recurring dreams are about. So if you're still having reoccurring dreams, particularly from childhood, that would be an issue that is significant in your life, that keeps coming back, and that you need to sort. That's why they keep coming back, because you haven't sorted it. So that would be a really good one to deal with. And also because you're having it so often, you recognize it. So look around what's going on. That's why dream journals are so important. Write down what's going on around you at that time you have that dream. Each time you have that dream, you'll recognize the pattern of behavior, but depends what the recurring dream is about. That's what it's showing you anyway.
Okay. Julian's saying the dream involves me leaving school. On the way back home, all the people I could see turned into black dogs, barking at me, trying to bite me. I was being chased. I kept running home. After I get home, I end up having sex with a female I don't recognise. Well, I can see all of these dogs in the car park barking at me. That was a dream. The people turned into black dogs and they were attacking me.
Just writing that down. So the one thing about dreams is they're very personal. They're personal to you. So while dream dictionaries can prompt you, you know, someone could say about a black dog on a dream dictionary that you can buy, but obviously Julian's representation of a black dog and his meaning of that would be completely different to anybody else. So they're very personal. So you've got to work out your own personal dream dictionary. However, there are some common themes like the toilet and chasing, but the characters in it are very personal to you. Leaving school is a common dream. So in the dream, you've got many layers, haven't you? Particularly on the weird ones. So you've got the leaving school. So when anything referring to school is about learning, okay? So I would say that's indicating that you need to learn something, and that's what reoccurring dreams are all about. Black dogs are very personal to him. So when we have characters, or when we have people in it, or even symbols, they normally represent a characteristic of ourselves. So a black dog I would suggest, unless he's had issues with a black dog, you know, so that could represent fear. If you got bitten by a black dog at some point, that would represent fear. Okay, but if he looks within and he get so what an exercise you can do, Julian, and everyone can do with their dreams once they've had them, is just start asking parts of the dream questions. So you can do this the next day, but as long as you've written them down and remembered them. So one great exercise is to go, okay, what role do you play in my dream? And just listen to the answer or write down the answer. You don't have to think, it just comes. So I'd go, what role does the black dog play in my dream? My instinct is to say that it's his shadow self. So quite a few of these characteristics and symbols that we have on our dream are things that we don't like about ourselves. Okay, so I would imagine, I'm just trying to think, so quite often you see shadows, and if you can't see a face in a dream, or if you see wolves, then it will be something that you really don't like about yourself. And I kind of get the feeling of that is that what it is. Sex with a, was it sex
Well, he said he was 7 when he first had the dream. So, I mean, Julian, I'm just curious because obviously Julian comes from Romania. So I just wondered if there's anything different about black dogs in Romania. So I don't know, but while he's doing that, Emma said she has a dream, quite a few recurring dreams. One of them is about trying to pack a suitcase in an urgent way. There's always too much stuff and I'm running out of time. Oh, Julian says that might be a way of developing or finding my own personality. They're known as enemies in black dogs symbolize enemies in Romania. It is Romania, Julian, isn't it? I haven't ascribed to the wrong I'm sure you're
nationality.
You'd have told me. Right.
So,
I'm just going to try and put myself back on. So if you...
Okay. So I'll carry on talking.
Yeah.
Okay. So so Julian, that is about learning something about your enemies. Car park is exposed place. Anything to do with cars is travel, so moving forward in life. So again, that shows sequence actually, because some dreams are 3 or 4 sequences. You know, you go from one to the other to the other. Normally the issue is at the start. The second part is kind of how you deal with it, and the end is the result, or how you're going to move forward. So I would say that it's a thing to look at. Start thinking who your enemies are. Sex with a female, that would be very Freudian, wouldn't it? I think it's about your own issues within yourself. Definitely about, and if you were 7, all right, so this is just psychology. 7 is a very important age in life. Okay, there's a brilliant book on it. I can't remember which one it is. I've read so many, but anyway, so when you get to the age of 7, up to the age of 7, you believe everything your parents told you. And so if they said on a rainy day, she's back, go and put your coat on, it's going to be raining later, you'd go, oh, okay, mummy knows best, or daddy knows best, or whoever. However, when you get to the age of 7, you start going, I don't think it's going to rain, but you're too small to argue back. So you kind of go, okay, well, I'll go and put my coat on, but I'm starting to feel resentment. Okay, so we've got 2 of you now, Claire, and an echo. Okay, and so you start to feel resentment. So 7 is an important age. So I kind of feel that this is when you start to challenge your parents and their beliefs at this age. And maybe the black dogs and enemies is when you start going, okay, are they really my enemies, these people, and things like that. And sex, you know, and open spaces and freedom. So there's lots going on. I would just sit there and another way you can analyze dreams, which I love this way, is float above the dream. Okay, so you're like an eagle looking at the dream from above and feel, do I want to go left or do I want to go right? And left is the past, right is the future, or it might be different for you. Okay, and then I go, oh, this is about clearing from the past. Oh, this is moving forward. So that's another way of kind of looking at it from a different perspective, and you see things at a different angle in the dream that you don't see when you're reliving the dream, which is another way of analyzing dreams, is to, when you've had it, you go back. Okay, let me start at the beginning. So I was leaving school. Is there anything else I can see that I've missed? I had these black dogs. Then I was having sex with female, who was a female, so you can do it that way, try and work out, and you see other stuff. Now going on to the suitcases. So anything to do with bags and baggage is about literally baggage. It's about getting rid of your past and getting rid of your baggage. So she's desperately trying to hold on to her crap, basically. And she's in a hurry. She's in a controlling, I don't want to let go of it. I'm desperate to hold on to it. So I would say that she really needs, these dreams, they are trying to help you move forward in life and sort your life out and get rid of the past and move forward. And that dream is just saying, you know, because she hasn't. So a classic, sorry, I'm burbling, but a classic dream of having released the baggage would be having a suitcase of, you know, on a train journey or somewhere, and realizing you've lost your suitcase and going, oh, never mind. That would be I've released the baggage, well done. But if you're trying to cram stuff in and in a hurry, then you're desperately trying to still hold on to it, I'd say. So she needs to work on what she's trying to let go of. And the other symbols in that dream will be telling her what she needs to let go of.
Okay, that's interesting. I've never had that dream.
Well, you haven't had to let go of your baggage.
I might have done.
Well,
Angie
it might
said,
represent in a different way to you.
yeah, yeah. Angie said, I had a vivid dream about my nan last night on my dad's side. It was lovely seeing her again, but there was conflict in the air.
Okay.
I was trying to tell her I've had my DNA done. It's come up I'm only 19% English and mainly Celts, and I was trying to talk to her about it, but couldn't.
Okay, so
that's an unusual one, or maybe it isn't.
No, when we have dead people in our dream, it is dead people. It's basically your spirits coming through, your granny and your nanny and whoever. So that's a classic case that his granny is there trying to talk to him. Did you say granny or whoever?
Yeah, her granny.
This
is Angie's dream.
Oh, sorry, Angie. So she's trying to talk to you, and then you're worried though about the DNA, and she is there saying probably it's okay, or was she worried about the DNA?
No, she couldn't talk to her about it. She was saying, oh, Katie's got a dream as well. We could be here till 4 o'clock.
I know, I said that. Okay.
My parents are coming for dinner at 2. She was so that was her nan on her dad's side, so her paternal grandma. Angie was trying to tell Nan that she'd had the DNA done, but she couldn't talk to her about it.
Okay, so is she spiritual? I presume she is on this call.
Angie, yeah, I would say so, yeah.
So I think what they're saying is there's a block somewhere between her and her clairvoyance or clairaudience or whichever Claire it is. That she's not connecting. Yeah, or her Claire Healy. So she wants to really. Her granny is trying to connect with her, and she oh, my battery's running low. Hang on a minute, just plug myself in.
We're having a right tech issue this morning, aren't we? At least I'm back.
The spirits. Okay.
Angie,
and so,
do you have sort of clairvoyant tendencies, clairaudience? Do you have any weird and wonderful? I know you are weird and wonderful, my darling, but do you have any sort of clairsentient, anything like that? Oh yeah, Julian, yeah, that's Angie's got that right. I suppose it means that a child learns up to 7 effects of it. Angie said about show me the child at 7 and I'll show you the man kind of thing. So yeah. And then that makes a lot of sense, what you said about the suitcase. So that's fantastic. Angie said, yeah, sometimes she does have Claire whatever skills.
Yeah, okay, so there's a block. So I would say she needs to work with some healing on her third eye.
Okay. And then
Granny is trying to connect. Oh, I've frozen.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm back.
You're back.
Does she do Reiki? Tell her to do some Reiki on it, or get some Reiki on it.
Reiki? Try, Angie, tell me about Reiki and you. Now, Katie, good morning, Katie. Her recurring dream is that I'm in one of my favourite places. One is Goa and one is Glastonbury. I'm with you on both of those. Not that I've been to Goa, but I think it would be one of my favourite places. I'm meandering along and having a really good wander, but all of a sudden I want to go home and there are places I haven't been to yet.
Ooh, okay. So she's wanting to explore. Actually, I just got right something down. Okay. I think that's very personal to her. It seems like she wants to go, what is it? It's a fear of something, isn't it? So she's liking exploring, but home, coming back into herself. There's a fear of something. I think it's a fear of, you know, when you travel, you learn a lot and you are experiencing life, and I'm just going psychically now. There's a a fear of coming away from herself, and her home is a solid base. It's almost like she's not grounding. She needs to ground, I think. I think they're telling her to ground. I would do tarot one. So dream work can be mixed with many different faculties, I wanted to say. So I would do,
I mean, the current word is modalities, but I don't like that.
Oh,
I'm changing all these modalities. Oh, you know. Right. So just Katie, Angie said I missed that. I think that might have been when you blurble. So I can sometimes you can see and hear things. We're doing several at the same time here, which is confusing. Sometimes you can see anything. Katie's saying she can do some Reiki with Angie this week because they're friends.
Excellent. So
Katie's
third eye blockage,
third eye chakra. So Katie's dream, you think that Angie needs to work on her clairaudience, clairsentient, whatever skills she's got, clairvoyant skills, and Katie's going to do some work with her on that.
Yeah, and mediumship as well, blocking mediumship. So let her
mediumship. Yeah. And yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to find out how you get on, Andrew. You'll have to post how you get on after Katie's done some Reiki with you.
Yeah.
And Katie's saying this is the lady that had to do about Glastonbury and Goa. I'm a right scaredy cat. I want to do stuff, but I'm lazy and unmotivated. Oh, she's in her comfort zone, isn't she? In Glastonbury and Goa.
Yeah. So, and that would be the sacral chakra. Tell her it's the sacral chakra. Sorry, we're all on chakras now. So sacral chakra is, tell her to do some dancing. It shifts, it motivates you, moves you around. So she needs to work on her sacral.
Katie Frost, I want to see you dancing, girl. Dancing.
Just wiggle your hips in a circle of 8. That really worked for me. And suddenly and wear moldavite. This one a bit hyper today, obviously.
Moldavite. Crystals as well.
Yeah, crystals. Yeah, they really help you with your dreams as well. So.
Yeah. Emma's got, she said, what about dreams that are so powerful you can't forget them, some from years ago?
Yeah.
And that ties in with when I was a child, I haven't had it so much lately. When I was a child, now we had just done World War II at school.
Oh, yeah.
But I had this dream that it was bombing. We was in a raid in London. And to get away from the raid, I went down into the cellar with my brother, and it was my brother, my younger brother. It was him in my dreams, and it was him in this, him in real life, so to speak. It wasn't a different brother, it was my little brother. And in the cellar were 3 Edwardian ghosts. And they kept us safe in the cellar, but I was never sure if we were dead in the cellar with them, whether we'd been bombed and died and were joining the ghosts. But we used to play with these ghost children in the cellar.
Okay, so first of all, what did I put? Downwards. So you could look at this dream.
Recurring.
Yeah, okay. I think they're kind of pointing you to grounding, because anything to do with floors and cellars and floors, firm earth, are about grounding. So at the time, I feel that you needed to ground. But sometimes when you go downstairs in a dream, it means you're going into a depression. So like falling down a hole and going down a stairway or going down in a lift. So how old were you at the time? Can you remember?
This would have been from about 7 till about 15.
And so I sort of reflect and kind of go, what was happening when I was 7 to 15? Was I, feeling down, confused with my feelings, or were you positive, in which case it isn't the going downwards? I had a happy childhood, so everyone who says they have a happy childhood, so many issues.
No, but I mean, there were no major traumas. There were no, my grandparents died. 3 of my grandparents had died before that, but I was very, very little. And I enjoyed school, and mum and dad are awesome. And obviously, there were, I used to fight with my brother. But I mean, and obviously every family has its ups and downs, but there was nothing,
major.
I
However,
didn't have parents that beat me, or I didn't hate school, or,
But can I
Yeah,
just say, Claire, that because I see clients all the time, obviously, not for dreams, that they come for their healing and they go, oh, I had a happy childhood. And then the people, okay, so we are empaths. Okay, you're an empath. You take everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're a bit crackly, babe.
I'm back.
Yeah.
You're an empath. When you're an empath, the slightest little thing will hold as a massive thing, as a trauma. So say someone nicked your ice cream. As an empath, that would feel like major surgery, okay? So while we have a happy childhood, there are little incidences that would show in a dream as a big thing and actually be a big thing. So I can't tell you how many times people say to me, I have a
Oh, we've lost you,
childhood,
Tina.
and then we pinpoint one moment, and oh, I'm back. I don't know what's going on, but there you go.
It's going fuzzy wuzzy.
Okay, but anyway, so happy childhoods are lovely. However, there will be traumas that.
Oh God, yeah, of course there were traumas. Pets
but they
died.
escalate if you're an empath. Okay, to big
Am I an
traumas.
empath?
Do you absorb energy from people?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an empath.
Okay.
That could be another whole podcast on empath. Anyway,
Katie's saying she has a dream where she marries David, but she's dating David Bowie, but he won't marry her. Now I don't know if that's wishful thinking, Katie.
No, I think it might be. No, okay. So what? So does she love David Bowie? Is that her thing?
She likes Michael Sheen. I know that much.
Okay. What does David Bowie?
There's a lot of chat going on here about people being scaredy cats and not wanting to do stuff. And Andrew's saying, do you feel like you're living? Do you mind though living like you are at the moment, plodding like me? But if you don't change it, but you don't have to change it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with plodding if you're happy. Oh, Katie says I love many men.
She loves many men.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but David Bowie. Why David Bowie?
What is it about David Bowie, Katie? Oh, you're going all crackly again, darling.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
No, it happens sometimes, doesn't it? It does happen sometimes. Well,
so going back to your Edwardian dream. So I'm not quite. I think it's a very personal one to you. I think you have to kind of.
Oh, you're disappearing.
It's important to kind of analyze them at the time, because 10 years down the line, we don't know what was going on in your life around that. They represent 24 hours before.
Yeah. Okay. And we're running out of time a bit, really. But Emma's saying, please ask why we remember specific dreams from years ago. Is that because they've got a special message?
Yeah, because you haven't learned the lesson. It's like a reoccur. Oh, I see. So it hasn't reoccurred. Okay, because it was so important. It was a significant thing at that time. So we need to analyze that really, really. We need to analyze that one, what was going on.
Emma, do you want to tell us what the specific dream was, or if you a specific one, or were you talking in general? I've lost the thread here. Julian's talking. I've not completed the task. He's talking about cats, but it's getting a little bit crazy. I do a lot. I'm in a group with Emma and Angie and Katie, and it's chaos, utter chaos when they're around.
So what I'll do is I'll give them. Sorry, I'll give them my Facebook group that they can join, and then they can discuss freely all their dreams on there.
Yes. So, well, if we do that, because it's I've got my mum and dad coming for dinner, so I've got to go and do strange things to a chicken, and
yeah.
But
I have to do strange things to a chicken too.
Do you? Well, Katie's saying David Bowie hero also dead, so ultimately untouchable. As for the other favourite place dreams, they haven't happened for a while since some changes have been made. Cool. Yes, Emma saying, yes, a specific dream. I was chosen specifically by someone important and I was seen.
Visibility.
Tell you what we do, Emma. Tina's got a Facebook page, which she's going to say about. And perhaps if you want to tell Tina in private, if that's better for you. So we're going to have to go very soon. But Tina, if you can tell us what your Facebook page is, and I mean, if anybody on here wants it and doesn't catch it, I've got Tina's obviously a friend of mine. You can find Tina on my Facebook, and I think Emma, Katie, and Angie and Julian are all friends of mine anyway, so that's fine. So tell us about what you're doing now, Tina, and how people can get hold of you.
Oh yeah, so I've set up so basically my mission and my spiritual mission, my lifelong journey, is to help people analyze their own dreams, work with their dreams, realize they're even more important than meditation. Oh, going funny again. Even more important than meditation, dream work is, like I said, 90% of the time your subconscious is telling you stuff, and this includes daydreaming as well. So I set up a Facebook group. I'm running courses soon. Oh, I know, it's annoying. I'll
tell you what, why don't
I'll say the group quickly. It's www.facebook.com/groups/Tina Booth, the Dream Queen. Okay.
Can you put that in the comments afterwards?
Yeah, if I can work out how to do that.
Yeah.
And then you can freely write your dreams on my group, and we would discuss them, and you'll learn loads of top tips.
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool. I post every day. And
Tina's been a lot of work on that, so she's been doing it for a long time, so that we can go through dreams in more detail, especially if you have some weird and wonderful ones now. So yeah, you're welcome, Emma. So if you tell Tina all about your dream, especially if it's a little bit, sometimes people have dreams that are very personal when they, you don't perhaps want to discuss it with all and sundry, but Tina is lovely. She won't be sort of going, oh God, down the pole, I'll tell you about this bird.
No, and I will be able to give you, because I'm a Reiki master, so I can teach you some tips, and I got loads of psychology. I studied psychology, so the healing answers are within psychology and spiritual stuff. So, and I'll also, if you ever want a one-to-one where we do some work on you, I can do that by Zoom call. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Right, so we're going to leave that there. Now I'm going to try and close it down gracefully, but it might not happen because I've got to do it on my phone, so I don't know how this is going to work.
I will just put it on my chat.
Oh, Tina, I think it might have been assigned to you, my love. You might have to close the meeting.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes. Do you know how to do that?
Yes, I'm just putting on the chat while I can work. Dream Queen.
Okay.
Dream Queen. Oh, can't spell. Sorry, I know you've got.
That's all right.
I'm just sending that now so everyone can see the Facebook groups. Tina Booth, the Dream Queen. Sorted. Yeah.
Katie's put, cheers both, go and wrestle chickens.
It's a chicken day.
Bye,
and James Bond. We're going to see James Bond as well tonight. So.
Oh, James Bond. All right.
James
well,
Bond and chicken.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll leave that there. Thank you so much for joining me, Tina. Next week, we've got lovely Jacqueline back. Hopefully my computer will behave. Yeah, have a great Sunday, everybody. Jacqueline's going to be talking to us about Old Michaelmas and Blackberry folklore. So that'll be one for these. And these ladies all know Jacqueline, and she's amazing. So, shaken, not stirred is our Katie. Right, thanks ever so much, Tina. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.